Woohoo! Had to do it again. Basically, I'll try not to do it anymore since this is your first page or first email from us. But, you know, hey, you just probably seen our welcome page where we thanked you for opting in and coming over to allow us to help you. So, by now, you have that first page and you're probably wondering, what have I gotten myself into? Yeah? Well, really to explain it, this first exercise is really about learning about you. We all think we know who we are, right? And the more you think about it, and the more you actually kind of do that self-examination of yourself, the more it kind of freaks you out as to what you actually thought you were. But before we get into that, talking about much of that, I wanted to get into, I don't know if any of you have ever done it before, but you have these like affirmations, you know, or goals. Don't know about you guys, but they never worked for us. I'm not sure why they didn't work, and it really doesn't matter why they didn't work. It's just they don't work. But this evaluation works. And to keep you from falling through any of those pitfalls, you know, we're asking you basically keep an open mind, right, as they go through this, and really take some time and think about it.
Really do the exercise.
Yeah. And the exercise itself, you think, like I said, you think you know who you are, right? But you really don't. Whatever you think you are.
You do, you just don't know you do.
Right, but not yet. They don't have a clue at this point.
They don't have a clue what we're talking about, but once we get into it, they'll realize.
That
They
could
still
be.
remember. Go ahead.
Linda likes to be completely positive in everything she says. But aside from that, what I mean by that is I understand where she's going, and I don't want to sound like I'm all that and you don't know who you are. What I mean by that is we all have an inner and an outer kind of self. That outer self is the person that when somebody comes up to you to meet you or to talk to you, you tell them, you know, I'm Bob and I'm a computer software developer. But that's not really who Bob is.
That's who society has labeled you as.
Yeah, that's the little round peg into the round hole. That's not who you are. That's kind of
what you do.
What you do, right? But we all fall into that so many times of letting that outer self tell us who we are. When in fact that inner self really knows who you are. And this exercise is going to walk you through that. And it's going to ask you the question, basically, well, you probably have this in front of you. So, and there's so many things there that I kind of have to read it because I don't know it all perfectly by heart. And I don't want to say something that's not there. But basically, your question is what makes up your typical ideal day. And by that,
your perfect day.
Yeah, your perfect ideal day, right? And by that, we don't want you to put any limitations on it. I don't want you, if you have a bad back, pretend you don't. If you're a diabetic or you're overweight, or pretend you're not. Don't put any limitations on it. Don't use money as a limitation.
Geography.
Yeah. If you're living like we did at one point in a small town in Kansas, and that's not where you see your perfect day being? Maybe it's Hawaii, maybe it's Paris. Who knows? Don't put a limitation on where it is in this world that you live. Just let your mind go and take yourself through this perfect day. But you need to keep in mind that this day that's your typical or average kind of day is a day that you can continue to do this day every single day for the rest of your life. Day in, day out. You're not going to get sick of it. It's kind of like, it's not really kind of like, but similar to like Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. You do it over and over and over and over, only his was a little different, weird-wise.
The bad side until he learned.
Yeah.
This is like the perfect day for you, and everybody's going to have a different perfect day.
Yeah. And it takes a little bit of time to figure that out. But the amazing part about it, later on, you're going to, in your mind, as you write this out, it kind of concretes it into your subconscious mind. It's really kind of bizarre how it works. But as you picture, for example, I picture my day, I don't really have a state or place like that I'm starting off in or like wake up in. My perfect day is just tropical. Tropical when I wake up and I have a fantastic view out my bedroom window that I give gratitude for being able to wake up and see that kind of view. And the weird part, I got that view in my head right now. That's what this does for you. It's amazing how it works on the subconscious mind, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I mean, I can say goals all day long, and they've never stuck in my mind like this has stuck in my mind. So, do you want to add anything to that?
The real purpose of this is you will find when you have your perfect day, it's not how much money you have, it's the experiences that you want. And that is key that you have to grasp in order to go farther, and it will help you stick with it and build your business. Because if you have that perfect day, you're doing what you want to do, and you're not all about the money. I got to get the money. Pay me. It's like when you find your perfect day, it has nothing to do with people handing you money. It's your experiences that you'll be able to have every day from that moment forward.
Even Napoleon Hill talks about it in Think and Grow Rich. He talks about a burning desire. And
that's what this will give you.
Yeah, this will give you that burning desire. But what he's referring to is the way you actually get this burning desire is by tying emotions to it. Once you have whatever that goal was, as he put it, and then you tie it with an emotion, it makes it extremely strong. And what you're doing with this, as Linda said, you're tying these emotions to it. So when you talk about your perfect day, so to speak, where you wake up, what you do during the day, the feelings will come over you. And those feelings are what stick it into your subconscious mind. I don't know that for a fact.
It worked for us.
But it worked, yeah, it worked for us, and it's worked for people that we've shared this with. So, we'll basically sign off here, let you get at your exercise, and if for any reason you have any questions or comments or anything,
stuck on anything,
give us a call or send us an email. We'll get back to you within 24 hours, probably sooner than that, Because I know what it's like when you send an email or you leave a message with somebody. It's like you're kind of stuck and you're not sure which way to go, and you're waiting on it and you're waiting on it and you're waiting on it. We'll try to get back to you extremely fast, but guarantee you we'll be back with you within 24 hours. Okay? Take off. Have some fun.
Do the exercise.
Do it. Do it for yourself.
There's a reason we're taking you through these steps like we are in the boot camp.
And
like one layer just adds onto the other, and it will all
make sense when it's all said and done.
Yes.
Plus, we hope that you share this with other people as you grow. And you'll share it with people that are on your team with you and people who associate with you. And if for any reason at some point they get stuck, and you can tell them, they can call us. It's not a big deal. We'll help you to help them. But we take everybody through these steps, and if they say, well, I'm stuck on this, we'll know exactly what you've already shown them or you've already taken them through. So we can step right in to help them.
And it doesn't matter even if it's somebody in your family that doesn't have a home-based business. This part doesn't have anything to do with that.
No, it has nothing to do with a home-based business. It has to do with, doesn't matter if the business...
Yourself.
Yeah, but it relates to business, but not necessarily like, it could be a home-based business, it could be a pizza business, it could be any kind of business, or it could be just improving the job that you're at, if you want to do that. It's not, setting you up with any kind of home-based business or anything like that. It's not a pitch, it's not anything but something that's going to help you. Okay? Again, got any questions, give us a buzz. I'm sure Linda's probably putting the information down below where you can get a hold of us. And you guys have a fantastic day. And we'll probably give you a couple of days before we send out the exercise 2. And exercise 2 is going to be similar, but different.
Totally.
Right? Yeah. Have a fantastic day. Give us a buzz. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Still got the cool hat, though, right? Yeah.